I have to get a couple things off my chest about yesterday. That January 6th hearing where you had the cops up there talking about this was worse than Iraq. And you had Adam Kinzinger, that loser, and Adam Schiff up there, fake tears. Oh, you guys did it. You saved America. I want you to understand. Yes, we can mock these people. We should. Yes, we should call out crisis actors like these loser cops, these Capitol police officers. We've dug into all of them. Yeah, they're all left-wing hacks and have been for a long time. All that was a play. All that was written. All that was scripted. So let's just set aside the hearing for a moment, and it's important you understand this. They're not letting January 6th go for a very specific reason. No, it's not because that day almost brought down America. No, it's not because they care about any property damage or loss of life even. Communists don't care about that. When have communists ever cared about loss of life? They don't care about anything. They don't care about mass shootings when they happen and they run to the microphone and talk about gun control. They don't care. These people don't think in those terms. Yesterday was about one thing and one thing only. And it's not the last thing you'll hear about January 6th. They're going to keep it up. Yesterday and the future is all about making sure you are the enemy. You are the enemy. How many times have you heard me say, they're trying to make you the enemy of the state. They're trying to make you a domestic terrorist. And don't make this mistake, people. People do this all the time. They say to themselves, well, I mean, not me. Maybe some wingnut out there. No. They're not worried about the wingnuts and nut jobs out there. They're worried about you. They're worried about normal, right-thinking Americans who are looking at what's happening to our country and our culture in absolute horror and want something done about it. They don't want you to be able to speak. I can't drive that point home enough. They don't want you to have a voice at all. That's why the endless campaigns to stop you on social media. They don't want you to have a vote at all. In fact, they don't want you to be free. And no, they don't care if you're alive either. Look, I've been telling you this stuff for a long time. They're coming out and saying it now. New York Times, #1 paper in America, by the way. Biggest newspaper in America, New York Times. This is their reporter, Katie Benner. She went on Twitter and said, Trump supporters are the enemy of the state, and the entire Republican Party supports threats to the state. Well, wait a minute, that sounds familiar. That sounds a lot like exactly what I told you they were doing. What they really want is they want to be able to turn to their friends at the FBI and the ATF and DOJ and all these enforcement arms groups, right? The ones with the power to really destroy your life, IRS, all the enforcement arms, they want to be able to look at them and say, hey, FBI, Bob there votes Republican. You want to do something about that? That's really what they want. Because the ultimate force is government force. They have so much power at their fingertips now because they control completely all these cultural institutions. They're dying to use that power. The only way they can get away with using that power in this country is to slowly but surely build up this image that anyone on the right, anyone who votes against them, is the enemy. They do. They want you treated like Al-Qaeda. And I'll be honest with something else, and you can think I'm just trying to be over the top. I'm not. I'll be honest with you. If they had to choose between getting Al-Qaeda or ISIS or whoever out of the United States or getting you out, they would get you out without hesitation. To them, you're already the enemy. They're just working their way up to make sure it becomes official policy. That's what all this is about. Twitter went out yesterday. They banned all the election stuff about the audit going on in Arizona. We've talked to you about this several times before. There's an audit right now going on in Arizona. And the more the audit goes on, the worse it's looking. I mean, we've had several talks about the election and what happened, and we're trying to figure out what happened and how bad it was. And I mean, we know something happened. The more information we're finding out in places like Georgia and Arizona, it doesn't look good. It looks, in fact, really, really, really bad. And now big tech is out there making sure you don't get to hear about it. Why shouldn't you hear about an official audit going on? And why would big tech be so worried if you find out information? Why would they be worried about that? You see, every single part of the system, not just the government parts, big tech included, every single part of the system, they're interested in getting rid of you and shutting you up. And that can be hard to accept. That's a bitter pill to swallow, right? What do you mean they're against me? They are. They're against you. Until you understand what you're facing, until you understand this isn't a political battle between Republicans and Democrats, this is something much, much, much worse. Until you get to that point, you'll never be able to take these people on and win. Hey, thanks so much for watching the first on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. You heard me, like it, subscribe. You'll get a lot more of it and a lot more of me.